Good afternoon, my Taurians. This is Damien with HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot, and I'm here to do your May 2019 General Love reading. If you are Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter, stay tuned. I've got some messages for you. I started off with Taurus, of course, because not only is it Taurus season, but as we are entering May, soon enough, the majority of that month has its energy occupied by the sign of Taurus. It is my sun sign as well. So I feel really connected to the energies that have me reading for said sign. To go ahead and get into this, I just want to go ahead and say first off, cross watchers, you're definitely welcome. I will be reading from the perspective of the Taurus, however, but take messages as they apply. I was shuffling for y'all, and a shite ton of cards came up. I know you can't see most of them, and beyond the Three of Swords here, we do have the Ace of Wands. I just want to go ahead and tell you that. But what I'm going to do is essentially read the story here, and then as far as the outcome, I'm going to read from Tarot of the Orisha. So right now we have the Tarot of the Moors on the deck, along with the Gypsy Oracle Sibylla deck. Kind of what I thought in the outcome. But yeah, that's interesting. I'll continue to pull. This fell out, so I was shuffling. We're going to leave that at the top of the deck there. Let's see. We've got Crowning, the Five of Wands in reverse, clarified by the Ace of Cups. We've got the Princess of Cups with the Princess of Wands, the Ten of Discs in reverse, the Five of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Malik of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Djinn, is the devil's complement and traditional tarot. We've got the World reversed, Ten of Swords, Three of Wands, the Joglar, who is translates to the Fool, the Malika of Swords in reverse, the Ascetic, who translates to the Hangman, the Malika of Discs, the Emir of Discs. And then from the Sibylla, we have Waiting reversed, the Servant card, Young Woman reversed, Falseness, Home reversed, and Size. So, know that just sounds like a lot of blah blah to you, but I think you'll follow more as I go along. Crowning with the Five of Wands in reverse, I finally see that Taurians, hey, it's your season for a reason. You're coming out of conflict, okay? Many ways to take this, but this is how I read, so y'all just bear with me if you're digging it. So coming out of conflict for Taurus. Now, what you're coming out of conflict with, it actually seems as though you're coming out of conflict with yourself. You're coming out of conflict with the past individual that you were dealing with, because this is definitely, it's a general love reading. Love doesn't always show up, but love is very strong here. Love, heartbreak, and renewed love is very present here. But I think that as you've been getting over this past relationship, which has been present in all of the readings I've done for you lately, it's like you've done the inner workings. You worked on, manifesting and working on the laws of attraction. And now you're at this point where you have new love coming in, where you have new opportunities coming in, where you have actually so many suitors, potential suitors. Excuse me. It's interesting because it's not like, oh, all these people out here want to sleep with you, or they just think you're attractive, or, oh, look at this, man or woman, how handsome, how beautiful. In certain contexts, that's exactly what it is when it's talking about the energy around you that's present, that's vibing with you, where there may be potential for love. I actually see these options around you being very serious. But there's one in particular who seems to have your eye and your heart, as you know, you're moving on, you're doing your fucking thing, it's your season, happy birthday, and you just don't know what to do with it. Now on this side, it's wonderful because where we have the Ten of Discs reversed with the Five of Swords, is telling me that you are not only choosing, you've chosen your battles, okay? You decided it wasn't worth it, where you were going to shift your energy and focus on. That's exactly what I get with the Ten of Discs and the Five of Swords. Then we have the Princess of Wands and the Princess of Cups. So, as you see, her back and the Princess of Wands is turned to the Ten of Discs that's in reverse, looking towards the Princess of Cups. So, this is really going to be one of those readings that, though this kind of touches on what you've gone through before we get into the future, this isn't going to be one of those readings that's talking about your ex. Oh my God. I'm not going to have you revisit all that. And I've been thinking about, damn, it'd be nice to view a reading, because I view readings as well and receive them, or even put out a reading for others where the energy is just not so focused on this other person, right? This past person. So that's the good news. The Princess of Wands is just not fucking having it anymore. She's smart and she's so wise, and as she's looking for someone to grow with, okay? Because in the future, in a little bit, we're going to get how you show up as the Malika of Discs, okay? The Queen of Pentacles. So, you understand that you're coming into this era of queenhood, if you will, male or female. And as you have had to kind of close yourself off to reject notions of the past, you still are very much optimistic about sharing your love with someone, sharing your cup of love with someone. And that's what I'm getting with the Princess of Cups. Now, when we get to this, and also, because we have to talk about the Jinn, who translates to the devil, reversed with the World reversed too. So, literally, a lot of constructs are broken down for you. I believe I don't take this in a negative sense at all. Things were very earth-shattering and groundbreaking. Like, you did, essentially, Taurus, transform into a different person. Still your soul and essence, but you've literally become a different person, all right? But you had to leave so much behind, and I don't think that was an issue for you. I just think that you're coming to at least see how much you've left behind and how far you've come. Because this world that's reversed, it's only so that you can come into a new one. You've broken free with the devil energy reversed here in the Jinn. Let's see, we've got the Ace of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Malik of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Four of Wands. What this is telling me is, because I see a lot going on with work as we get into the future here, and it's going to be oriented around things that you love to do, some of your gifts, some of your talents. And there's going to be a huge spark of ideas. I love that we have the Ace of Wands and then the Three of Wands here, because it's definitely bringing me to the energy of feeling that there's going to be tons of collaborations for y'all. There's a lot of people who are going to be inspired by y'all, a lot of people who are going to show you appreciation and gratitude for the things that you do and how you express yourself, how it makes them feel, and how it generates the collective outcome. Now, as for many signs I've read for before, I've stated, in my April readings, how, because all of us seem to be going on that journey of going within, figuring out who we are, and just ascending in our own ways. But as many other readers may have expressed through their readings, I know from the ones that I've had and seen, I can tell you that the person, it seems as though, yeah, so it's the same, whereas the person that you will come into contact with, come into this love with, you're probably going to work with. Now, if you're at a current job, I don't feel like you're going to meet them there. I feel like you're going to meet them in a change of jobs, or what you're doing to build your own branding in your own, your company or your startup, whatever it is, through networking, being out and about. These are people who are going to be attracted to you because you're being goal-oriented and driven, and, again, working within the laws of attraction, that's what you're going to bring about, right? But so this person, this main person that I see who's in y'all's life beyond these options, and everybody who is on an amicable level or wants to love you or whatever, this person is somebody that as you, because I feel like you've always been a creative individual, and as you have gotten back to yourself and again gotten back to your passions, that you came into contact with someone. Now this could have very much been through social media. This could have very, like online type thing. I don't know. I'm getting for some of you, definitely it could have been Bumble. Don't know why that's sticking out. Bumble, business, Twitter. I'm just getting things like that. And it's so interesting that I get a download about Twitter because, hell, I was so thrown off by Twitter that I never had one because I just didn't understand it, and I finally got one today, and it still looks, I need somebody to explain it to me. But anyways, yeah, I see that, or, it's just like fast-moving communication that's either going to be coming through something, medium like social media, or yeah, fast-moving communication that's coming kind of distant. Because I don't necessarily, because I feel the distance as well within the Ace of Wands. I also see this person's coming up as the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands, who is the Malik, as someone who has a very someone who has a lot of passion for you. But it's almost like they know you've had your heart broken and they don't know if you're going to be willing to let them in. Because when we have the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands here, what they want with you is a commitment. And what they want with you is marriage. What they want is your time. What they want is to have a family. But I feel like there's some resistance here, Taurus, because of uncertainties. If there's one thing that you want to do is avoid sticky situations, okay? And you don't want to feel as though you have so much burden on your heart anymore, okay? What it is that you want is to kind of cut off the energy that no longer serves you the moment you recognize that something may not be serving you. And that's all, crowning card again, coming out of conflict with the Five of Swords reversed. You want to stay out of conflict, okay? With anybody or anything that could interfere with the happiness that took you so long to regain, Taurus. And that's totally understandable. But it's interesting because it seems like you want this same new beginning, but you're coming up as an energy that is very work-oriented and work-focused. So no matter the arena or the dynamic that you meet this person, it seems as though that's just where your energy is going to be lying. And it may be to the point where you become a workaholic, or you're extremely tired because you're overworked and therefore don't have the energy for other things, especially things of the heart. But it gets better. It gets better as we transition on into May. We have, especially once we get down to the ascetic. When we have the ascetic, you're going with the end. I feel like there's a lot of extroverted energy about your nature, but you're still very much in suspense when it comes to making such powerful decisions like taking this move when it was so soon after. I feel like many of you may have been around people that have just met someone or just came back into alignment with someone and, or in this relationship and have promising lives, it seems, and everything's going well and it was so fast. And many of you may have just thought like, damn, that'd be what's up if it happened to me. Like little things that you wish for like that, and then it comes and then you're like, wait, this is too soon, something must be going on, something's not right. And that's what I see here with the young woman reversed and the falseness card. It's almost like refusing to accept that things that you see in your experience could happen to you as well, although you know it and you're working on manifesting it, and you're such a strong energy. Like you understand how that works, but at the same time, it's just interesting how on the other side there could be so much uncertainty or guard. I feel like many of you Taurians are just still very guarded. So also then it's just that ascetic energy, it's trying to come out of the feeling of being guarded. Um, the Emir of Disc who's coming to you, what they want to offer you is their all. This Emir, the pentacle that this Emir has, he wants to give it away the same way your energy in the Princess of Cups here wants to, give away her cup of love. But there has to be some type of meeting in the middle, right? I'm getting the sense this person may be a workaholic too. I feel like you both are. Where you were to get, as one of the ways to help you get out of something, they are because that's what they know, okay? Yeah. I'm definitely sensing some Virgo energy, some Taurus energy, Piscean energy, Sag, Aries, Leo. I don't know if I said Leo, but Leo. Regardless, the reason I feel that way is because the thing that both of you have going on, whether, though it's apparent that this person's going to be charging in and coming in and know what you want, they're going to be slow to try to match your pace of what you're willing to give. But it's interesting that you want so direly to give your cup away to grow with someone into, an Ace of Pentacles type energy, or an Ace of Cups type energy, represented by the King and Queen of Cups. That's where the Princess of Cups is coming from. And the same way, they want to do the same and come into a King of Pentacles energy, and that's why they see you as the Queen of Pentacles. But what they have to, I feel like what you have to kind of get geared to working on is leveling out your emotions to be able to give that cup away in a healthy way. And them, stop overworking, whereas, for them, they may have been dodging a lot and putting off, a lot of things that could have healed them emotionally too, because they're so focused on work, or maybe that's just how, they've gone to show love before. But what they want out of you is what they see as somebody who's dependable and someone who is loving and caring and endearing. And they understand you have a cold side, but I feel like instead of as passionate as they are with coming in, they still will only come so far, because it's almost like they need you to say yes. Like they want you to say yes. If they shoot out an offer and you say yes, they're all for it. And they will, truck on and continue with whatever it is that it takes to, build the love up. But they're just as dependent on you as they. Why don't you give this person a chance is what's ringing in my mind. Because we've got the 10 of disc here reversed, and we also have the house card reversed. So, whereas this was indicative of the past situation that you had separated from, this here is saying that when the house comes reversed here, that history can repeat with a home being left, if you know what I mean, by not taking care of your obligations and responsibilities with something that you have that could be good for you. It could end up in a lot of sadness because of confusion and an imbalance of emotions, and for either of you, too high of an emphasis on work. So we have the 10 of water here, which is more 10 of cups energy, essentially. And as far as the outcome, that's what I see. I see there will be a lot of collaborative efforts for you and this person to grow and become one. And it's going to be very, very successful. I feel like this person's going to be the one for you, like the person of your life. So I hope that you're ready for this. I feel like many of you are, and you're going to get rid of the last bits of whatever it is that you need to take this love and make something happen and not leave this person high and dry on a missed opportunity. We've got the village and dwarves and gnomes, so yeah. This is tower energy here, scorpionic energy. And basically it's what it's telling me when it's coming after the 10 of water. is that you are literally starting something new, starting from scratch, okay? And, you know, putting in work to see growth and effort, and you got to maintain the patience that you're known for, Taurus, because it's one of the things that people see in you. The dwarves and gnomes eventually comes to the message of Earth. So right now it's nighttime. Right now we're working. Right now we're planting our seeds. Right now we've got our arms clenched together like we're holding something, but that pinnacle hasn't come yet. Whenever we get to a message from Earth, that's when we see the sun come out in this card. That's when we see that he wasn't holding his arms there in vain, and it has finally attained the pinnacle. The pinnacle that the energy of the Emir of Disc is trying to give, you know, has been trying to give away. So soon, like, just understand that what you're building is a true love, because when we have, let me find the card real quick. I know I'm cutting it close on the video because it cuts off sound and does other crazy shit sometimes. So give me 1 second, but I really do want you to see this because this is pretty beautiful. Come on, where you at, where you at? No fucking way, I passed it. Excuse me, y'all. We're just gonna do this one more time. Here we go. A message from Earth. It's daytime, then you start to see things sprouting from the ground in the lands that, you know, seem to be barren here, just barren soil or dirt. We've got the flower here, and it's all of these riches have been acquired for some time here in a message of Earth, just like that pinnacle has. Sitting happy just as he was in the beginning stages, in the planning stages, because he knew where he was going towards, and where he was going towards was, or what this energy is going towards, the energy of you, is getting that love. Someone, like, you will finally have someone's heart like you have desired by the time that pinnacle makes it from here to your hand, okay? I would really believe in this relationship and take this one quite seriously, so you can have that pinnacle and trust that they want your cup, and they're not going to take advantage of your cup. They're not going to abuse your love. You've come out of conflict to stay out of it, and you shall. You've got Sage, quiet time. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. Get your mind right, get your emotions in harmony and sync so you can take on the world and this newfound relationship, because Taurus is, I think that this is really going to be like your birthday surprise here. Most of this is telling you to get around nature. We've got bodies of water and Mother Earth. You're called upon to help with environmentalism. Spend time near water such as a lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. Both of these cards are literally same as Sage is talking about. You know, take that retreat. Use that Hanged Man energy to not necessarily separate your energy from other people as far as you being an indecision in the next step of what you want to do. But, you know, take that time away and just make it productive. You know, I say do it for healing and not the hurt that you've experienced, right? Because there's no need for you to be in the hangman as far as, like, the new beginning with this person. I can guarantee you that. This is love, and you've got that. But you need to recharge your batteries. You need some quiet time. You need to meditate. Again, get your energy in line, get your emotions in check. So when things are really getting real between you and this person, when real shit's being presented, everything's lined up the way it's supposed to be. There you go, Taurus.